Welcome into the 820 show today. Your host, Ming, Ahmad. I only give you another 500 seconds or so of a conversation about this thing called resilience. It's so deep and dear to me. It excites me every day more than anything else I've ever done in my life. But of course, I don't seek to change the world. I do seek to change your perspective today, this moment, on this present moment. So I hope it helps you today, no matter what has happened to you or what you think may happen to you going forward. Hopefully right now, this is a respite, a short retreat, but retreat forward with a new perspective that maybe you haven't heard before or in this way, that you may have also taken in and taken on as part of your journey about resilience. So I only hope to help you on this journey. But if I do, great. If I don't, not so great. But hopefully your time spent with me, less than 10 minutes, is more positive than negative. Today, let's talk about the end of your dreams. Can you see them? Can you see how far they will go? Can you follow their progress, the progression of your dreams? Or do you lose sight of them from lack of attention or vision? Something to think about. How about one simple example, an image and representation of your dreams? You know, like the ones that just appear to your awareness and interest and maybe concern as they appear, develop, evolve, and devolve. Those dreams that you cannot ever predict or prescribe. Usually, you can only observe and witness their presentation to your consciousness or subconsciousness. Yeah, just like that fixed fate I mentioned to you before. Your fixed fate, my fixed fate, the fact that we're talking today or connecting today is part of that fixed fate. This is written before you, during you, and for you after you. Really not ever about you, but is your show an invitation to engage in this life that you've been given. Of course, that life given to you is on lease, of course. You cannot and do not and will not ever own this life. You only have to live it, to love it, to remain present and constant and current with your defined beauty. Now, on to that visual example I promised you about the depth and reach and breadth of your dreams. But before I describe that example to you, this should serve not as something out there or on a TV screen or on your mobile phone. No, I'm talking about whatever you see outside of your physical body is only a representation of what's inside of you mentally and spiritually. And now specifically about your dreams, the resilient ones. The question, the organic question, is not about how far or wide or deep or how vast your dreams can take you. It means something way more important. I'll get to that in a moment, but now for that example. The next time you make space and time to sit quietly in a park or in your backyard or on your patio or on a curb, or observe a bird or an airplane crossing your vision landscape and attention. Maybe you heard it, that bird or the plane approaching overhead, and you decide to follow it with your eyes and ears, maybe with your heart too. But you follow and track its journey as it turns and bends and leans and glides and flows through the air and space and sky above you. You keep watching the bird or the plane until it flies out of your physical vision. You can't see it anymore. Do you think that bird or plane stopped because you don't see it or hear it anymore? Of course not. That bird and plane continues on their journey with or without your attention now. You did pay attention for a minute or so, didn't you? Well, that bird or plane had nothing to do with you. That bird or plane had nothing to do with me, right? Wrong. Well, wrong in a way. Remember what I said today and in earlier episodes about everything you see and sense outside of you is a reflection and representation of the galaxy within you. Perhaps not a clear, vivid, and exact mirror of your vast infrastructure and reach. Maybe only serving as a mosaic and partial and reverse image of you at your essence. You only have to reverse engineer that image for resolution and guidance. Not for the answer, just as signposts and present markers on your journey for reference and to check your compass on your direction and your defined direction. Another D, if you will, to add to the D's in your infrastructure, presence, and beauty. Remember those other D's? Desire, discipline, drive. Now let's throw in the other D, direction. So that small example of your dreams hopefully makes sense now. Just like the plane and the bird appearing and then disappearing from your physical senses, they didn't stop outside of your observation. They continued on their journey of fixed fate. You cannot impact or control any of that, nor can you regard the new and now premier showing of today's dreams to you. It was never about how far or wide or detailed or how vast your dreams can go. It always remains fixed and flexible with your attention, with your awareness and your concern. With the process, the progress, and the direction of the dreams given and graced to you to follow and for you to lead and message them in your own way. And with and through the insistence of your Creator to pay attention to the purpose, message, and reason for your existence. This is just another perspective on your journey of resilience. And I hope I was able to effect a change in your perspective on this present moment. Stay present. Stay current. Remember, no matter where you are in this world, it is always 820.